Taurus, let's see how will be the year of 2025 for you. So, we'll talk about each and every transit, but let's start by looking into the Rahu Ketu. So, in 2025, if you have your moon in Taurus, if you have your ascendant in Taurus, Rahu Ketu aligned in the fourth and the 10th house axis, where Rahu is in Aquarius in the 10th house, Ketu in Leo in the fourth house. So here, Ketu takes you away from what is known to you, something connected to family, lineage, something which is a part of your identity. You have to leave it behind in order to create a world of your own, and that is Rahu in Aquarius, which is your career, which is maybe a way of different. It's about a different perspective, a different way of living, which is very different from you. So it's about leaving the familiar and going into a new place, unknown place, and then starting your life again, going into unknown territory. So it could be your work, it could be simply your life. It's pushing you to learn something new. So let's look into the other transits. For Taurus, Saturn is a favorable planet. As we know, it rules the ninth and the 10th house. So now this ninth and 10th lord moving into the 11th house. So it definitely brings some kind of completion for you. It marks the completion and the gain. So there is some success waiting for you at this time. Whatever you were trying to complete or to achieve, there is one dream, there is goal which is definitely being accomplished. For a lot of people, this is also about moving into entirely a different place with respect to work. It could be even a change in the skill set. It could be change at the work front to see how your 10th and 11th houses are going through certain transits, because Rahu in Aquarius in the 10th house, Saturn in Pisces in the 11th house. So Rahu shows major area of work, and that is to put in your efforts and think long term, not taking any step which is about tomorrow or maybe next few months. It's long term, it's life changing. For Taurus, career, the gain, the direction you are choosing, the position you are getting at the work front, this is the maximum work, maximum focus on these houses, and it's life changing professionally, financially. And not just these houses are impacting your career, these houses are very significant with respect to your actions and how these actions, these efforts transform into success. So, this is about choosing a very dedicated path towards whatever you want to do in life, you want to create in life. Rahu is about your mind needs to be, you know, centered and focused at one place. And being in the sign of Saturn, being in a sign which is co-ruled by Rahu, you are getting that ability, that potential to work very well. No distractions at all. Like, you don't have to think a lot about, just think about your goal. And Jupiter reaching to your second house in Gemini, where Jupiter rules the 8th house, it rules the 11th house. So, Jupiter definitely is going to assist you in your financial management. You have to take care of your finances, your expenditures, that balance between income and expenditure. Major focus on management of your finances and your family life. And since Jupiter is the eighth lord in the second house, so any kind of asset, finance, which is being shared with someone, you may see some struggles with respect to those resources, challenges from the partner's family might happen, or communication issues in the partnership may happen. But Jupiter shows entire focus towards family, to communicate well together, to understand each other, to work on the money, how to manage the family life and the finances. So Jupiter brings positivity in that aspect, but it shows some differences, especially in Ardhara. It shows some differences over money, over difference in opinion. And Ketu in the fourth house in Leo. Fourth house is what? It is about that comfort you have in life. It's about home, it's about your house, it's about the emotional security you share with people. This is a very significant house with respect to how will be your emotional connection with people. So Ketu shows disconnection, because somewhere you will feel that people are not aligning with your soul, they're not aligning with your truth, they're not aligning with what is good for you, what you think is your path. People are not maybe appreciating that, connecting with that. There is disconnect. So the major focus is now on the future path. The major focus is about how can I use my skills, my time wisely. You're not in the hurry to prove yourself, though Jupiter in the house of value. You are understanding your worth. You know your worth, but you don't have to be in those places which are not so good for you, not comfortable for you. So it's a major shift. Rahu brings uh, even some change in how you work, the work setup, the environment at the work front, people at the work front. Maybe people are changing there. So, big changes with respect to work and also your actions in life. Ketu talks about, okay, I have these emotional challenges, these limitations, because Leo is what? Leo is happiness. And somewhere your happiness doesn't align with someone. So, leaving those things behind and focusing on what I can do now. I'm not instantly seeking for that gratification. That instant gratification may create challenges for you. So, the entire focus on the work, the actions, and how you can create a better life for yourself. And planet Saturn's transit in the 11th house. See how it is, transiting from the very last sign, and that last sign is there in it is ruling the 11th house of gains. So, definitely, it is about reaching to the very last phase of a certain aspect of your journey in the career, or maybe it is with respect to people in your life, connections, long term associations, long term connections, reaching to a certain endpoint. Because from here, you have to level up. Maybe the people with whom you have grown more than them, you have outgrown them. And that's why now it's time to leave that behind, because if you are still stuck in that zone with the people, you don't have enough space to grow and you will not feel even happy. See how Saturn aspects the fifth house of happiness, and Leo is already occupied by Ketu. So, somewhere you feel dissatisfied and you know what makes you happy, and you will go for that, whatever makes you happy in this particular year. So, major focus on completing a certain goal, completing a particular dream. And that is not the final end, because you will see a new initiation after that. It's that you have outgrown something and now it's not giving you anything. It's not helping you to even feel comfortable in that place. Leaving behind your home, your comfort zone, your house. There is some distance you are traveling to start something new in your life.